here with Kelly Soroka Life with your full moon in Aries reading. So we are in the new moon cycle of Libra, which is about balance and fairness and beauty, things that really make your soul feel wonderful. And so, but now we're in the opposite sign of Aries with this full moon. So all of these kinds of things of this beauty, being fair, being balanced, and being in sync, all of these feelings, now we've had 2 weeks to kind of work on those. And now we've got this full moon energy in Aries that we can now move into action. So we're going to look at kind of pairs here. We're going to look at balance and then action, and then beauty and then movement. So we're going to look at these pairs of opposite but complementary things that we can do in this coming up lunar cycle of this full moon. So today I've got the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot, and we're going to look at 4 different cards. So the first 2 are balance and action. So what in your life needs to be balanced right now? And here, very appropriately, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is balance and overall balance, and especially balance within the Pentacles suit. And the Pentacles is the suit of material things, finances, your home, your health, career, your family life. So any of those things that need to be balanced. So it could be any of those things in those topics in your life, in those pieces of your life that needs to be balanced right now. And remember that this is an ongoing thing. Balance is not somewhere that you get to and it stays like that forever. So right now, this is just a reminder for the next couple of weeks that maybe you've felt some imbalance in one of those areas. And you feel like that it's a good time for these next 2 weeks to focus on that. Focus on maybe getting a handle on your finances. Maybe you need a budget to see where your money's going to balance out incoming and outgoing. So it may be something that you need to, in your diet, it could be something that you need to find more balance in. Maybe more exercise, or less Netflix binging, or maybe it needs to be a different kind of diet. We're going into a different season right now. Wherever you are, your season is changing. So maybe your diet needs to change. The things that you're eating needs to change, maybe to reflect more of what more seasonal eating. So it could be any of those things, but you can look at what you've been thinking, what you've been feeling these last couple of weeks, and see what you feel like has been out of balance. And look specifically in those areas and think, what is something, what is it that I feel out of balance of right now? And then to bring that balance into your life, into that part. So we're going to look at, think about what you need to bring balance to, and then what action can you take to bring that balance into your life. And so here we have the 5 of Wands, and here this is some conflict that's going on, and this is something that is, maybe it's something that you feel like that you have been fighting against, and it's just not getting you anywhere. So you look at this part of your life, this kind of Pentacles part of your life. What is it in your material world, finances, your career? What is it that you feel imbalance, and what is making you feel this conflict? What is it that you feel like that you need to let go of and stop fighting against? So you're going to identify what it is that you want, where you need balance, and then you're kind of give up fighting against it. So know that whatever you've been doing so far, and especially over the last couple of weeks, maybe you're just fighting too much against it. Maybe you're just really giving in to the battle and trying to hang on to something that you really need to let go of. So whatever it is that you've identified that needs to be in balance, now it's time to stop fighting it and just to let it go. And that's the action that you can take to bring that part of your life into balance. So next we're going to look at beauty and movement. So Libra is about beauty, and it can be things that bring your soul joy, things that you find beautiful, not necessarily just kind of surface beauty, but this is deep soul fulfilling beauty, something that brings you a lot of joy. And so there's something right now that you may be missing, something that you find beautiful, that brings you a lot of joy, that brings you some soul fulfilling peace, and you're missing it right now. And so we're going to look at what is it that's missing. And the Queen of Wands, she is very the wand suit is the fire suit and the action suit. And so here, this is something that you're missing in your life that is very creative, very passionate, something that you need to, that brings you a lot of joy, and maybe you just haven't been able to make a lot of time for it. That you have, is something that you put aside. Maybe it's a hobby that you really, really enjoy, and you just haven't had time to do it lately, or something that really that you feel passionate about, but you haven't taken that next step to really bring it into your life. Maybe you want to start painting, or take music lessons, or something like that. And it can be anything creative, or anything that you're passionate about. But that beauty that you're missing right now is something very passionate, something that is very creative, something that's very action oriented. So we're going to look at now, we've identified it, how can we bring it into your life? So what can you do to bring that beauty, that creativity, that passion into your life? So here we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight is movement, which is, I think it's a very good card for this pick, because the Knight does move. And the Knight of Swords especially is very good with movement. So we're going to move, and we're going to do something. So now we've got this creative fire that we want to bring to bring into our lives as something beautiful that we can appreciate. But it's going to take some planning. And the Swords suit is the mind, the logic, the bringing things into the idea phase. So we've got this feeling and emotion and creativity, and now the Knight is saying, well, now you have to plan for it. What is it that you can do to bring that beauty into your life? Is it scheduling time in your calendar specifically for this new creative pursuit, or this creative pursuit that you haven't had time for? Is it taking a class? Is it joining an online group? Is it, what is it that, but it has to be something, this is taking that creativity, that idea, and now making it into a real action step. So what is it? Find that action step. What is it that you can do, that you can, actually take and, put it down onto paper, or put it into words. And so that's going to move you really closer to that goal of bringing more beauty into your life. So this is a really fascinating time right now, because it's so, that we have this Libra of just the air sign that's very, that's, full of balance and fairness and harmony and beauty, and, all these wonderful things. And now we've got this Aries energy that's going to help us move into that, and take those ideas, take those places of that you need balance, take those places where you want to have more beauty, and make them into a reality. So it's a great time to do that right now, and to really plan out what your next step is going to be, and make it into a reality. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you're enjoying this Libra cycle and this full moon in Aries. And if you want more magic and places to work on your craft and work on your magical abilities and your passions in that way, then you can check out the Broom and Moon Coven on Patreon, and I'll leave a link to that below. So have a good full moon in Aries, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.